Is this country headed in the right direction? Well, I would say the majority of Americans would say no, and I would say no, definitely no. There comes a point in everyone's career where they wonder, is what I do for a living, what I work so hard for, does it actually make a difference in society? I would say the majority of Americans would probably say what they do does not make this world a better place. And what percentage of people actually make an honest living? I would say 50%. And this video is not to bash large corporate companies, because I do believe that every American should have a dream to be able to become wealthy someday, regardless of your situation you're born with. However, I think it's important that we live an honest living, supporting things that we truly believe in, that have high morality and a lot of integrity. Because there's a lot of dirty businesses out there that intelligent people work for, very intelligent people work for, that do not support the values and tradition of Western Christian America. And we have so many people who do have great morality, who want to make a good living for themselves, their family, and maybe make their community a better place, that make really decent money working for these large corporate firms or maybe working for the government, that ultimately they're just going in, putting in hours, and basically what they do does not make an impact on society as a whole, because if they weren't there, somebody else would do their position just as well as they would. The thing is, if you don't believe in what you do, you're basically living a wasted life. If you do believe in what you do, even if you don't have a powerful role in your company, or you realize you're not, a person to be in a position of leadership, I think it's important that you work for a company that you wholeheartedly support. And because there's a reason that companies hire people, it's generally to make money, sometimes to promote ideologies or certain stances on political situations. But I think ultimately the reason people hire people, especially for profitable businesses, is to make more money. And if you're working for a company that you do not support their stances politically or morality, you're ultimately wasting your life. And ultimately that person working at that corporation, making that six-figure income, chances are nobody will remember what they did after they died for a living, but the corporation will live on. And particularly if you have a corrupt corporation, the corporation is going to have more money, more power, and is ultimately going to be destructive towards your offspring, which you tried so hard in your life to make life better for. So being honest might make life more challenging in the short term, but being honest will make this country, the world, a better place. Because if we have people continuing to cheat, manipulate systems, manipulate currencies just so they can make more money for themselves, this country is going to continue to move to a third world country where we have no stable government and we have a few elite individuals controlling the society, poor people working for these very wealthy, large corporate individuals who do not have good morality and do not have good values. But if we stop the corruption now, if we stop supporting these people who have bad values and stop working for them and have an honest living, and this country would begin to start heading in the right direction.